You feel lost. Not because you are broken. Not because you are behind. Not because you made the wrong choices or missed your window or failed when others succeeded. You feel lost because you have never been given a map, and you have been walking in the dark, following voices that promised to lead you home, but the voices were lost too. The feeling of being lost is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is a sign that you have been following someone else's direction, living someone else's plan, chasing someone else's version of success. And somewhere along the way, you lost the thread of your own life. Pattern interrupt. You're not lost. You're following a map that was never yours. Let me show you why you feel this way. You were born curious. You wanted to know. You wanted to explore. You wanted to touch, taste, climb, ask, discover. That curiosity was not a phase. That curiosity was you, the real you, the one who knew that life was an adventure to be lived, not a problem to be solved. Then the map was handed to you. Go to school. Get good grades. Follow the rules. Don't ask too many questions. Don't color outside the lines. Don't be too loud, too quiet, too strange, too anything. You learned to fold yourself into the shape the world demanded. You learned to want what you were supposed to want, to need what you were supposed to need, to be who you were supposed to be. And you forgot who you were before the map. Now you're living a life that looks successful from the outside. Job, car, apartment, relationships, routine. But inside, something is missing. A quiet hum of dissatisfaction. A sense that this cannot be all there is. A feeling that you are playing a role in a movie you did not audition for. That feeling is not depression. That feeling is the real you. Try to remember. Trying to wake up. Trying to find your way back to the path you abandoned when you took the map. Napoleon Hill wrote about definiteness of purpose. A clear, compelling, personal vision of what you want. Not what you should want. Not what your parents want. Not what society expects. What you want. You do not have that vision. Not because you are incapable. Because you were never asked. You were told. And you obeyed. And obedience is not purpose. Obedience is the absence of purpose dressed in the clothes of responsibility. Pattern interrupt. Your obedience is not maturity. Your obedience is the reason you feel lost. Here is the hidden truth about feeling lost. You are not missing direction. You are missing connection. Connection to yourself, to your own desires, to your own voice. The voice that knew what it wanted before it was told to want something else. That voice is still there. It is not gone. It is buried under years of shoulds and musts and have-tos, under the weight of expectations that are not yours, under the noise of a world that does not want you to listen to yourself, because a person who listens to themselves is difficult to control. The lost feeling is not a problem to solve. The lost feeling is a signal, like a compass needle spinning, unable to find north. The needle is not broken. The needle is waiting for you to stop moving long enough for it to settle. You have been moving, constantly, from task to task, from distraction to distraction, from one version of success to another. You have not given yourself a moment of stillness to ask the only question that matters. What do I actually want? Not what you think you should want. Not what you would say at a dinner party. Not what would impress your ex. Not what would make your parents proud. What do you want? When no one is watching. When no one is judging. When the masks are off and the house is quiet and you are alone with the person in the mirror. If you do not know the answer, you're not broken. You are disconnected, and disconnection can be healed. Napoleon Hill wrote that the mind is the only thing over which you have complete control. But you have surrendered that control, not to a villain, to a story. The story that you should want what everyone else wants. That you should measure yourself by their metrics. That you should find your worth in their approval. The story is a lie, and the lie has left you lost. Pattern interrupt. Your emptiness is not a lack of achievement. Your emptiness is a lack of authenticity. You have been living a life that is not yours, and your soul knows it. Let me tell you about the 3 losses that create the feeling of being lost. The first is the loss of your own desire. You stopped asking what you wanted. You started asking what you should want. The difference is everything. Should is borrowed. One is yours. Should is the voice of the world. One is the voice of your soul. You have been listening to should for so long that one has gone silent. Not because it has nothing to say, because you stopped listening. The second is the loss of your own pace. You are living on someone else's timeline. You should be married by this age, have a career by this age, own a home by this age, be successful by this age. There is no timeline. There is only your timeline. The person who finds their path at 50 is not behind. The person who changes careers at 40 is not lost. The person who starts over at 60 is not broken. You're not late. You're on your own schedule. But you have been comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. And the comparison has convinced you that you are behind. You're not behind. You're on a different path. And the path is not a race. The path is a becoming. The third is the loss of your own measure. You are measuring yourself by the wrong metrics. Money, status, possessions, approval. These metrics are not yours. They were handed to you, and they have never satisfied because they were never designed to satisfy. They were designed to keep you measuring, to keep you wanting, to keep you lost. Your measure is internal. Peace, presence, purpose, connection, growth, contribution. These metrics cannot be compared. They cannot be taken. They cannot be measured by anyone but you. You have been using the wrong ruler, and the ruler has told you that you are not enough. The ruler is lying. The ruler belongs to someone else. Pattern interrupt. Your feeling of being lost is not a failure of achievement. Your feeling of being lost is a failure of alignment with your own desire, your own pace, your own measure. Here is the path back, not a map, a compass. Step 1. Silence. You cannot hear your own voice in the noise. You have been filling every silence with input, with distraction, with the voices of others. Stop. Sit. Be still. Not for an hour. For 5 minutes. Let the noise settle. Let the compass needle stop spinning. The silence will be uncomfortable. That discomfort is the withdrawal from the addiction to noise, from the habit of drowning out your own voice. Sit anyway. Step 2. The question. In the silence, ask, not what should I do? Not what would make them proud. Not what would impress anyone. Ask, what do I want? Not for your career. Not for your resume. For your life. For your soul. What do you want to feel? Who do you want to become? What do you want to matter? Do not answer with your mind. Answer with your gut. The first answer that rises, before the shoulds arrive. That answer is the needle. That answer is north. Step 3. Permission. You do not need anyone's permission to want what you want. You do not need anyone's approval to pursue what matters to you. The only permission you need is your own, and you have been withholding it, waiting for someone else to tell you that it is okay. It is okay. You are allowed, not because you have earned it, because you are alive, and being alive is the only permission you need. Step 4. One step. You do not need the whole path. You need one step, one small action that aligns with your desire. One phone call, one application, one conversation, 1 hour of focused work, one boundary set, one thing said no, one thing said yes. The step does not need to be perfect. It only needs to be yours, taken in the direction of your own north. Step 5. The long walk. The feeling of being lost will not disappear overnight. The compass will wobble. The old voices will return. The shoulds will whisper. The comparisons will tempt. Keep walking, not because you know exactly where you are going, because you know that standing still is not an option anymore. The path reveals itself as you walk it, not before. Napoleon Hill wrote that the starting point of all achievement is desire, not borrowed desire, not should desire. Your desire, the one you have been ignoring, the one that feels impractical, impossible, irresponsible. That desire is not a distraction. That desire is the map, not the map someone handed you, the map you were born with. The one that has been waiting for you to unfold it. You're not lost. You have just been following the wrong map. Fold it. Put away. Take out your own. The compass is in your hand. The needle is pointing, not to a destination, to a direction. The direction of your own becoming. You're not lost. You are on your way. You just forgot. Remember now. And walk. The path is not behind you. The path is ahead. And it has been waiting for you to stop following and start leading. Lead, not others, yourself, back to the life that is yours, the one you were born to live, not the one you were told to want. That life is not lost. It is waiting for you to stop looking for it outside and start finding it inside. Inside is the only place it ever was. The compass is in your hand. The needle is pointing north. Your north, not theirs. Walk, not because you know where you are going, because you know that staying lost is a choice, and you're choosing to find your way. One step, one direction, one becoming. You're not lost. You are on your way, and the way is yours. Not because you found it, because you are making it. With every step, with every choice, with every moment of alignment with your own north. The lost feeling is not the end. The lost feeling is the beginning of a search, of the becoming, of a life that is finally yours. Start now, not because you have arrived, because you have finally stopped pretending that someone else's map could ever lead you home. Home is not a place. Home is the feeling of being on your own path, walking your own direction, becoming your own person. You're not lost. You're coming home, and home has been waiting for you to stop following and start leading. Lead, not tomorrow. Now, the compass is in your hand. The needle is pointing. Walk,